What is up, guys? Loser Manic here, and welcome to Why the Brotherhood of Steel is the worst faction ever. Okay, not ever, just why the Brotherhood of Steel is the worst faction. Now, if you guys recall from my Minuteman video yesterday, or today, as I'm recording this, then you guys remember I talked about the positives and negatives of the Minuteman. Sorry, I'm fat, so my mask just fell off. And sorry if my glasses get foggy. Fuck it. I can't deal with this. I was hoping I could do it for one full video, but I fucking can't. My glasses get foggy. It pisses me off. That's why I hate wearing masks. So, people ask me why, if I'm an anti-masker. No, I just, yes, yes, for a different reason. It's just because my glasses get foggy. I have no idea how to fix it. Because no matter what I fucking try, it always gets foggy. With that being said, I have complained about masks for two videos now. Fuck. It was about to be 3 because I made an intro where I complained about masks. So, fuck. So, yeah. So why? But I feel like since the Brotherhood of Steel is constantly shit on for being the worst faction, I'll start off by saying why they are the best faction. And that is that overall they do have a long-term goal. They are heavily armored, they have heavy weapons, they know what they're doing, and they haven't constantly gone, and they have a good mind, they don't have a good mindset, but they have a plan, which is just eradicate whatever. That's not a good mindset, but whatever, we're moving on. I'm tired. You're going to hear me complain about the fact that I'm tired for 3 videos. So hopefully you're fine with it. So with that being said, and then as a whole, actually I think that's the only thing. Yeah, if Maxon dies, they do have a second in command, which is Lancer Captain Kells, but if they die, I have nothing else. I'm pretty sure they have nothing else. But I keep going all over the place. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can think about. It's the fact that they have a long-term goal after they blow up the Institute, or if some higher up dies, they do have a replacement. Unlike the Minutemen, where if the general dies, there's nothing. So yeah. So yeah, on to the negatives. The first things first is that contrary to what they believe, they do not care about their civilians or the people they care to protect. The reason that is because if you talk. Because, okay, first of all, there have been multiple times where they say they care about the Commonwealth, but then they don't. If you talk to Quartermaster, almost said Quartermaster Barton, that is Fallout New Vegas. If you talk to Proctor Tegan aboard the Pridwin, the Quartermaster, he gives you a job where you go and raid settlements. And with that, he basically says you can be able to help those simple little simpletons a thing or two. Plus, the fact that he says, well, if you aren't with us, you are against us. Massive proof of the fact that the Brotherhood don't care about anyone. Anyways, plus the fact that if you side with the railroad and you infiltrate the Brotherhood of Steel, or if the Brotherhood of Steel show up aboard the Pridwin multiple times, you hear aggression from the members of the Brotherhood of Steel. You don't hear that from the Minutemen. You definitely don't hear that from the Institute because they shoot you on sight, and the railroad's nowhere to be found outside. So, but whenever they do, it's very peaceful. But the Brotherhood of Steel are very aggressive towards you if you come across them. And hold on, let me clean my glass. Let me clean my camera real quick. God, that would have been nice for a Skyrim meme if I knew how to edit. Anyways, what was I getting? Oh yeah, hostility with the Brotherhood of Steel. They're very aggressive towards you. Even if and they place their mark in the Commonwealth real quickly. In a place, if they go to Sanctuary or Vault 111, which is close to Sanctuary, even if you side with the Minutemen, they say this is military business only. So they're in your settlements or near your area saying it's military property. It's not military property, it's everyone's property. So they're basically claiming land for something that isn't theirs. Land isn't theirs. That's the problem with the NCR. They claim land that isn't theirs. And they destroyed the NCR, but that only has a little to no effect. Because the NCR comes back anyway, starts claiming land that, again, aren't theirs. So the Brotherhood of Steel is the same way. If you go to the crash of the 1985 plane, I think that's what it's called, or the Skylines in 1985 or whatever, the plane crash up near the cemetery and up near Ten Pines Bluff, I think somewhat south of Outpost Zimonja. If the Brotherhood of Steel show up, they're like, ain't got time to talk, or this is a military personnel only thing. Which, again, is not true. Because you can show up after the Institute or before the Brotherhood of Steel show up on the Pridwin. That's just it. Another thing that makes them negative is the fact that the Pridwin, I mentioned this in my Minute Man, and I'll constantly mention this, except for the Institute, it's the Pridwin. The Pridwin is the massive problem of this. If you side with 3 of the 4 factions, because the 4th being the Brotherhood of Steel, you blow up the Pridwin. That happens no matter what, because of the fact that is their main hub. You have to... Main hubs, I say, are a certain problem. That's what the NCR does right. They have several main hubs. They have the Embassy, they have Camp McCarran, and they have their half of Hoover Dam. Caesar's Legion has their half of Hoover Dam, which you cannot go to, as well as Cottonwood Cove and the fort. Mr. House only has the Lucky 38. That's another reason why it's easier to side with Caesar's Legion, Yes Man, or the NCR, is because of the fact that Mr. House only has one place that he can be found and located. The Yes Man has 2, NCR has more than 3, and Caesar's Legion has exactly 3. If that makes sense. But the Pridwin only has 2. Or 3. Or the Brotherhood of Steel only has 3. But, again, that's not going to protect them from long. Because, okay, that argument's terrible, so discredit what I said, because by my logic saying that the Brotherhood of Steel is weak because they only have 3 central locations, that basically discredits the fact that basically Caesar's Legion is a terrible faction because of that, and the fact that NCR has a total of 3 main locations, Embassy, and McCarran, and the Hoover Dam. So that just doesn't work. So just discredit what I said before. But it's the fact that they hoard technology. But what makes them better than the Brotherhood of Steel Mojave chapter is the fact that they don't kill you if you have those technologies. But the fact that their main goal is protecting technology and is preserving technology isn't doing much for the Commonwealth. It only does for themselves. That's what makes the Railroad and the Minutemen the better factions than the Brotherhood of Steel. Yes, the Railroad or the Minutemen won't last long if you kill Carrington, or the Railroad won't last long if you kill Dez, Carrington, Deacon, Glory, and Drummer Boy or Tinker Tom, or the Minutemen won't last long if you kill the General, Preston, and or Ronnie Shaw. Even though I don't think Ronnie Shaw matters because she still survived without the Minutemen. But what the fuck was I getting at? Oh yeah, it's the fact that their goals mean something for the Commonwealth. The fact, even the Institute's main goal is better for the Commonwealth. The fact that they replace humans with synths to make humanity last longer and make them better. Figure out how they put spies in places like Diamond City, mostly, because Good Neighbor doesn't work. And it's the fact that they use that for information to fix anything about the Commonwealth. They place spies in the Commonwealth to see what's better. So they're actually trying something. And I'm getting all this positive stuff out the way because I really want to make this style of video I want to make. So yeah, but and the Railroad is all about preserving synths, make them feel welcome, make them better, kind of change the people's outlook of synths. Minutemen's reasons is helping people, since humans, ghouls, whatever, machine vents alike, whatever, vent systems to make you look sus. That is a terrible attempt at it. That was a forced joke. I'm absolutely sorry. um, but yeah, but the Brotherhood's goal may be about the Commonwealth, but their overall goal is preserve technology and destroy technology that's run amok. That's it. They don't have a goal for the Commonwealth. They have a goal for themselves. And it's pretty obvious considering the fact that if you look at some of the terminals, they talk about the fact that since Sarah Lyons dies, Elder Maxon Arthur Maxon took over and then recruited the outcasts, which are very aggressive towards people that aren't the Brotherhood. That even if are the Brotherhood of Steel, if they are an outcast, they are not welcome. And it's because of that ideology that the outcasts have with preserving technology, keep people away from it. That's also why you can work with the outcasts. I think Kaz did. If you give them Tesla armor minus the helmet, Enclave armor, a laser weapon, a plasma weapon, whatever. I think mostly a laser weapon because plasmas are scarce as fuck. You get rewards from it because they want to preserve technology by any means necessary. Now, like I mentioned before, they aren't as aggressive as the Mojave chapter when it comes to preserving technology, except for the outcasts. The outcasts consider citizens or Brotherhood of Steel members scum, that you are in the way of the outcast, which kind of seeps over to the Brotherhood of Steel, of the East Coast chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. If you are in their way, they get pissed off at you. No one else is like that. The Institute isn't like that, well, because they shoot you on sight. The Minutemen are like that because they mind their own fucking business, which is what the Brotherhood of Steel should be doing. And with that being said, but I feel like the biggest problem with the Brotherhood is that they're more focused on technology, and they adopted the lifestyle of the outcast, which is hate on people that aren't you. Which I feel like is how it is nowadays. Hate on people that aren't you or like you or just you. So, and I will say that yes, I do list a lot of negative stuff because I do feel like it's easy to make fun of people like the Brotherhood of Steel and the Institute, where they are considered the hated factions of this game. But I did give some positives. It ain't much, but it's something. Hopefully you guys can give me credit for that much. But again, I just read a comment. So again, if you guys want more deeper insight, do check out that video. If you guys do want more information, plus I wanna see how many people I can lead to that video to see if I can somehow get more views than my Last of Us Part 2 video. Not that I want it, I just think it'll be funny. So if you're watching this and you did not like this video, or the explanation of this video, then please check out that comment. It's under why the Railroad is the best faction in Fallout 4. I talked about why the Railroad is the best faction because that's my opinion. I should have specified I didn't go for technical stuff, even if I did. I wasn't trying to. And yes, let's get this out the way. Good is subjective. Good to me is if they leave a longing impression. That's why I like people like the Minutemen and the Railroad. They have good intentions. That's why I don't like playing. That's why I have a hard time siding with factions in Fallout 4 or in Fallout New Vegas because they're all fucking terrible. Because the NCR, well, first of all, the Legion is the Legion. Mr. House only cares about New Vegas. Yes, man, copies Mr. House, but there's some different options there. It's more of a free for everyone, but there's anarchy, and the NCR is just an NCR. They take people from the land. But that's why I like the Minutemen and the Railroad, because yes, while the Railroad is flawed, they do leave a longing impression. People would rather have the Railroad than say the Institute or the Brotherhood of Steel. A lot of people want the Minutemen. So to me, and I'm gonna get this, and I know it's dumb to think about it this way, but that's how I am. To me, a good faction is morally good. That's why, if you ask me what's the best ending for the New Vegas, I'd be like, dice roll it. Even though that'd be impossible, just coin flip it. Have Caesar's Legion NCR be heads, Mr. House and Yes Man be tails, and whoever wins that one make one or the other. That's all I have to say. Yes, coin flip it. But with this, if you ask me what's the best ending, it's either Railroad or the Minutemen. But that is depending on how you look at it. To me, that's how I look at it, the moral side. So, yes, with that being said, that's it. I have nothing else after that. Yeah, so this is a shorter video than my Minutemen one, because it's fucking easy to list some negative stuff about a negative group. So yeah, don't expect me to say anything positive about the Institute just because, you'll explain why. You'll see why in my Institute video. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, after this I'm gonna record my Brotherhood. I'm gonna record the Railroad because I want to finish the Institute. That sounds bad. So yeah, leave a like if you somehow like this video. I don't know why you would. Why do you? If you leave a like on my video, why the fuck do you leave a like on my video? Because I don't even think my videos are good. If you like my video, that means this is. There is hope for me, but no. Shit. So if you guys did somehow like this video, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below if there's anything I missed. Mostly positive about the Brotherhood of Steel because a lot of people say negative stuff about the Brotherhood of Steel, which makes sense. Oh, I forgot to think about Paladin Dance, but that doesn't need to be said. I feel like that thing is spoken for. So yeah, if you guys expect me to talk crap about Elder Max's thing with Paladin Dance, I feel like that speaks for itself, so I'm not going to talk about that. That's in a whole quest. A lot of people talk about it. I'm not going to be the only person that talks about the fact that Paladin Dance is a synth, and Max wants you to kill him. So with that being said, I felt fucking tired for a moment. I'm going to get a drink of water, and then I'll come back with my Railroad video, and then I'll finish off the Institute. And I am done recording for today, and then Wednesday. I'm out of recording for Wednesday. So yeah. So yeah, leave a comment if I left anything positive about the Brotherhood of Steel. And yeah. What else? Yeah, subscribe if you're new to my channel. I really appreciate it. Also hit the bell notification if you want for whenever I get uploaded, from whenever I upload, because I don't have a schedule, so it may, next time I upload, maybe a year from now, or a month from now, a day from now, or immediately after this video. Well, not this one, but you guys get the point. Or it could be 10 years from now when I'm 29. If I should do that, go on like a 10-year hiatus. Although I have to do it with the Institute video, because that'll explain a lot. So if I went on a 10-year hiatus and it came back, it's like, what's up, motherfuckers? Boom. Million views. No. Sorry. Yeah, Loser Maniac out.